The criteria for maritime crew training are typically established by international regulations and standards to ensure the safety and competence of seafarers working on ships. These criteria are primarily outlined in the International Convention on Standards of Training, Certification and Watchkeeping for Seafarers, STCW, which is maintained by the International Maritime Organization, IMO. Here are the key criteria for maritime crew training. STCW Convention compliance. Training programs for maritime crew must comply with the requirements of the STCW Convention. This includes ensuring that the training meets the minimum standards for knowledge, skills, and competencies outlined in the Convention. Approved training institutions. Training should be provided by recognized and approved maritime training institutions or academies. These institutions must meet specific standards and have their courses and programs approved by the relevant maritime authorities. Comprehensive curriculum. Training programs should cover a wide range of topics relevant to the specific roles and responsibilities of crew members on different types of vessels. The curriculum should include theoretical knowledge, practical skills, and hands-on training as appropriate. Practical training. Where relevant, practical training should be a significant component of the curriculum. This allows seafarers to gain hands-on experience with equipment, machinery, and procedures they will encounter on ships. Safety focus. Safety is a top priority in maritime crew training. Programs should emphasize safety procedures, emergency response, and the use of personal protective equipment, PPE. Equipment and facilities. Training institutions should have access to modern and well-maintained equipment and facilities to support effective training. Assessment and certification. Trainees should be assessed regularly to ensure they have acquired the necessary knowledge and skills. Successful completion of training should result in the issuance of certificates or endorsements in accordance with the STCW Convention. Continued education and refresher training. Maritime crew members are often required to undergo continued education and refresher training to maintain and update their skills throughout their careers. Language proficiency. Crew members should have sufficient proficiency in the working language of the ship to effectively communicate and understand safety instructions and procedures. Cultural sensitivity. Training should also address cultural sensitivity and the ability to work effectively with a diverse crew from various backgrounds. Training programs must stay current with any updates or amendments to international maritime regulations and standards, such as those provided by the IMO. Documentation and records. Training institutions should maintain detailed records of the training provided, including course content, attendance, assessments, and certificates issued. These criteria are designed to ensure that maritime crew members are adequately trained and qualified to perform their duties safely and effectively, thereby contributing to the overall safety and security of maritime operations worldwide. Compliance with these criteria is essential for both the training institutions and the seafarers seeking certification. The International Maritime Organization, IMO, model courses play a significant role in the training of seafarers by providing standardized and internationally recognized training programs for various maritime disciplines. These model courses serve as valuable resources for both maritime training institutions and seafarers themselves. Here's how IMO model courses contribute to the training of seafarers. Standardization. IMO model courses establish a common international standard for maritime training. They ensure that seafarers receive consistent and standardized training, regardless of where they are trained or which training institution they attend. Compliance with STCW. The model courses are designed to align with the requirements of the International Convention on Standards of Training, Certification and Watchkeeping for Seafarers, STCW. Compliance with STCW is mandatory for all seafarers, and the model courses help training institutions meet these requirements. Quality assurance. The model courses are developed by the IMO, a specialized United Nations agency with expertise in maritime matters. This ensures that the content and quality of the training provided by these courses meet the highest international standards. Comprehensive curriculum. Each model course provides a comprehensive curriculum that covers the essential knowledge and skills required for specific maritime roles. They typically include theoretical instruction, practical training, and assessments. Flexibility. While the model courses provide a standardized framework, they also allow for some flexibility to adapt to the specific needs and regulations of different countries and regions. This ensures that training remains relevant and adaptable to local conditions. Resource for training providers. Maritime training institutions can use the model courses as a basis for developing their own training programs. They provide a structured framework that can be customized to meet the needs of individual institutions and their students. Global recognition. Seafarers who complete training based on IMO model courses receive internationally recognized certificates and endorsements. This facilitates their ability to work on ships operated by different flag states and in international waters. Efficient training. The model courses are designed to be efficient and effective, helping seafarers acquire the necessary skills and knowledge in a well-organized and systematic manner. Continual updates. The IMO regularly updates and revises the model courses to keep them current with advancements in technology, changes in regulations, and emerging industry trends. This ensures that seafarers are trained on the latest practices and technologies. Language flexibility. The courses are often available in multiple languages to accommodate a diverse group of trainees from around the world. In summary, IMO model courses contribute significantly to the training of seafarers by providing a standardized, high-quality, and internationally recognized framework for maritime education and training. They help ensure that seafarers are well prepared for their roles and responsibilities, promoting safety, competence, and professionalism in the maritime industry. The qualifications of trainers for maritime curriculum should be based on their expertise, experience, and knowledge in the relevant maritime field. Maritime training is highly specialized and requires instructors who are not only knowledgeable but also capable of effectively transferring that knowledge to students. Here are some typical qualifications and attributes that trainers for maritime curriculum should possess. Certification and licensing. Trainers should hold the necessary certifications and licenses relevant to their field. For example, a trainer teaching navigation should have appropriate certifications as a master mariner or navigation officer. Sea experience. Practical experience at sea is invaluable. Trainers who have spent time working on ships have first-hand knowledge of the challenges and responsibilities faced by seafarers. STCW compliance. Trainers should be familiar with the requirements of the International Convention on Standards of Training, Certification and Watchkeeping for Seafarers, STCW. They should ensure that their training aligns with STCW standards. Teaching qualifications. In addition to maritime expertise, trainers should have teaching qualifications or experience. Effective communication and teaching skills are essential for conveying complex maritime concepts to students. Continuing education. The maritime industry is constantly evolving. Trainers should engage in continuous professional development to stay up to date with the latest regulations, technologies, and best practices. Build your own scene. Safety awareness. Safety is paramount in the maritime industry. Trainers should have a strong emphasis on safety in their teaching and should be well versed in safety procedures and protocols. Language proficiency. Trainers should have a good command of the language in which they are conducting training. This is important for clear communication and understanding, as many seafarers come from diverse linguistic backgrounds. Adaptability. Trainers should be able to adapt their teaching methods to suit the needs of different students and training environments. They should be flexible in their approach to accommodate various learning styles. Technical skills. Depending on the subject matter, trainers may need technical skills related to equipment and systems commonly found on ships. For example, trainers in the electrical field should be proficient in electrical systems. Industry connections. Trainers who have connections and experience with the broader maritime industry can provide valuable insights and networking opportunities for their students. Ethical and professional conduct. Trainers should uphold high standards of professionalism and ethics. They should serve as role models for aspiring seafarers. Course development skills. For trainers involved in curriculum development, skills in designing effective training programs, assessments, and learning materials are crucial. It's important to note that the specific qualifications required may vary depending on the type of training and the regulations of the country or region in which the training institution operates. In many cases, a combination of practical experience, education, certifications, and teaching skills is essential for effective maritime trainers. Additionally, regulatory bodies and maritime training institutions often have specific requirements and guidelines for trainer qualifications that must be followed.